93.5 KDAY, giving that 90s hip hop back to back and R&B. Yo, it's been a minute, but my homie back up in the building, man.
Yeah.
What up, Mario? How you doing, fam?
Homie? I'm good, man. Blessed, bro.
I know. First of all, you look like you looked 10 years ago. Like, what's the secret on that? Let's talk about that first.
Honestly, man, just staying positive, good energy. Look, you got to understand, like, it's everything you do is your energy. Everything you giving, people you're around, all that, it's really important, And then also, make sure the women that's in your life, are, on top of that, and they in the right vibes too. That energy's good. That's important.
Talk to them. Tell them what it is.
Yeah, man.
That's the secret to success too, as well, man. Gotta
it
have
is,
that
bro.
in your life, man.
It is, man.
So before we go back and talk about some historic moments in your career, let's talk about this new single you got, dog. You murdering it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Drowning. Yeah. It's out right now everywhere.
So how did that one even come together? What's the concept with Drowning?
So honestly, it was the last song I recorded for my album, which is entitled Dancing Shadows, coming out late fall. And I had just broken up with my girl like maybe 4 months before I recorded the record.
Okay.
And I wasn't looking for nothing new. Like I was kind of just doing my own thing, really focused on this project, getting it ready, because I knew this was like a really important time for me career-wise. And then I met somebody, and we just had like a crazy chemistry off top. And I did what I said I wasn't going to do, and I kind of moved too fast in that situation, and we started getting intimate, and then I wasn't with my ex. So this is kind of like me like venting and kind of, allow my music to be my therapy.
Yeah,
so
but that's dope,
like
though.
That's
dope, because a lot of cats don't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you putting it out there, saying that, you hopped in that one too soon, maybe.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's also like, if you think about the times we living in, like, it's so easy to meet somebody like instant.
Yo,
I was in Amsterdam a few weeks ago. I posted one picture.
First of all, Amsterdam. I don't even want to talk about that one. Okay,
you already know, right?
Yep.
And I posted one picture like, yo, I'm here. DM start going crazy, like, you know what I mean? And I had just got this new phone, so I didn't turn my notifications off yet.
Yeah.
And it was just going crazy. I'm like, yo, it's crazy how easy it is to connect with somebody.
It really is, man.
It's filtering through that to find obviously your type, but like,
But it changes the game, and I think it kind of I think it speeds up the process, so to speak, because you kind of get to know each other by checking each other's page and all that.
I don't know if you can really get to know anybody like through that. I don't fall for that, bro.
Well, no, you
like,
can't. You can't, but some people do, though. They get caught up in the pictures and then realize this ain't you when they see him in person.
Like, you got to see him in person. You got to catch a vibe. Like, y'all know what time it is.
Oh, yeah. Mario hanging out with your boy Romeo this morning, man, on KDAY. And when we talk about social media, obviously relationship-wise, but how do you feel about it as far as the industry now? Because people can have access to your music so much faster now.
I think it's dope. I think it's super dope. I think it's dope, just in terms of creatively testing music. Sometimes you don't have to honestly release like a record, like the full record. You can release a snippet. You can just keep fans like, excited about what's to come. We're about to release like 3 more visuals for the album before we release the album. Yeah. And then we'll release another single on top of that. So it's just, access to your fans and being able to like really take them subconsciously where you want to take them. The name of my album is Dancing Shadows, so it has a lot to do with like, it has a lot more substance outside of just relationships. I talk about growing up in Baltimore. I talk about,
which that city's been through a lot, by the way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just using my music as a platform, and I feel like my fans from day one has grown with me, and they're more open now. They're more exposed to different things in life. So I wanted to make sure this album really like covered a lot of ground.
Yeah. So being in the game, starting so young, how is the process different for you now? What's your approach now when it comes to an album and a project? Obviously, I love your concept, but like you said, this album you're breaking it down. I was talking about your city, some relationships. But when you first came into the game, how different is it now for you?
I think now, like, you really have to make the choice of who you want to be as an artist. Like, some people are like, all right, look, I'm just going to make music to be, on radio, or like, let me just find out what's popping. Let me make a record or a sound that is equivalent to that. Yeah. I've always been a deep person, just out the womb, out my mom's womb. I was just always, and my life has always put me in situations where I had to figure out how to get out of it and still keep my sanity. Yeah. So I think this album is a reflection of like that. Okay. That coagulation of focus that I've kind of had to do over the past few years. And you're going to hear it in the music. The music feels like I put work into it. It feels like a classic body of work, so for me, like, that's like the direction and the approach that I took.
That's dope. And you've been with Empire the whole time?
No. I just started a partnership with them recently.
And before that, who were you with before? Like when you first got into the game?
I was with J Records, man. If we're gonna take it back far,
Let's
like
go
I was
back.
with
Let's take it back.
J Records when Clyde first started. Jay, he had just signed like Alicia Keys,
Yeah.
a few other artists. It was a lot. The label was filled with like dope R&B and hip hop artists, and it was a family, you know. So I was really introduced to the music game like with a tight knit family, real talent. You know, Clive was in the studio sessions. He wanted lyric sheets. You know, when we did Just a Friend, Break My Hair, he wanted to see lyric sheets. He was very involved. He was kind of like an exec / A&R.
Yeah, hands on, very much hands on.
And yeah, man. So I was introduced to it in a very authentic way, if you will.
And how did Mario first get into the game? What was your first break? Like your connection to that? Did someone see you on stage somewhere?
All right, so I started singing at home. My mother, who was also a musician, you know, she played piano, kept music around me all the time, like old school music, R&B, hip hop. She was like just a musical being, just a talented person. My father sang gospel, but I didn't grow up with him. So yeah, talent shows when I was like 8 years old, after like singing at birthday parties, you know, being at the crib singing.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there it was just staying like in the spotlight, like going to the biggest talent shows in the city, you know. And I got seen that at a talent show when I was like 13 years old. Well, actually I was like 11. And then by the time I was 13, I got adopted by my first manager. I left Baltimore, which was like a completely culture shock for me because it was so different. Like the school I went to was predominantly black. It was like a lot of craziness going on. Then I moved to Jersey, and it was just all different types of cultures and people. And, you know, so my life changed from that point on. And then from there, I met Peter Edge, RCA, all this stuff happened. It's beautiful, yeah.
And then again, what you said was so important back then. You had to go out and be seen. Where now, you know, you got cats that can put it up on YouTube or whatever, and someone hears it, sees it. Like recently, we were just talking. I was talking to an intern Corey about this young lady singing Michael Jackson on a bus or on a subway, and all of a sudden you got 50 Cent saying, "Yo, where's she at? I want to sign her." Like it's so much more easier.
Yeah, it's easier. Look, I'll put it like this. I'm gonna keep it real. It's easier to get publicity or get seen, but it's not easy to be an artist.
Yeah.
There's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have all these like singing shows, which are dope for entertainment, like super dope for, you know, just keeping the culture of music alive. But then like those people breaking off and becoming authentic artists, that's a whole other movie.
It's a challenge.
It's a crazy challenge because as an artist, like when you think about an artist, like some of your favorite artists, like you think about how distinctive they were for what they were doing. And it's like finding that distinctiveness is like the key.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are you going to separate yourself from the television show you just came off of? How are you going to separate yourself from the artist who was like singing covers on Instagram and then?
Yeah, because that's like, most of them are doing that, but when it's time to make that original song, it's hard to sell. Yeah,
yo, it's a process and it's real. You know what I'm saying? So over here at New Citizen, my label, what we do is, you know, we develop. Nah, I'm just
Mario hanging out with you, boy Romeo. I'm gonna go back to 2002. I believe that's when this one dropped. Now I'm gonna say the title of this record, and if you can give us about 4 bars, 8 bars of it, then talk about the experience, the studio session of Just a Friend.
Okay.
What?
Come on. There you go. Here we go. You ready? I wanna know your name, man. I wanna know if you got a man. I wanna know everything. I wanna know your number and if I can come over. I wanna know what you like. I wanna know so I can do it all night. But you're telling me I'm just a friend. You're telling me I'm just a friend.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about right there. Y'all better make some noise for him up in here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, so check it out.
Hey.
Yeah, y'all definitely too quiet over here for me. I was like, yo, come on. Hey!
He coming here to get it in. So let's talk about that studio session, player.
All right, so this is a crazy story. A lot of people don't know this story. So when we had already started recording the album, this is my first album. The only song I had out at the time was a song called Tamika. It was on the Dr. Dolittle 2 soundtrack featuring Fabulous, right?
Yeah.
When I started the album, we were looking for the single. We wanted to find something that was like youthful, fun, but also showed like I can sing. Like this is real talent, right?
Yeah.
So the record was initially Usher's record.
Oh wow!
Usher had already started recording. He had already recorded it. He was in rehearsals for the video, and then somehow
it got to that point already.
It already got to that point because I saw the video. Somehow, the record they turned down the record. And I heard it, and I'm like, yo, we just got to change a few things, but like, this is it. This is my first single right here. I already had the concept in my head. I was like, yo, I want to go back to Baltimore. I want to shoot in front of the movie theater. Like, put the Ray Lewis, like, I just wanted to represent my city and where I came from. So yeah, that's how that happened.
Man, all right.
Yo, shout out to Warren Campbell, Harold Lilly, OGs.
And for Usher for being understanding. You know what I mean?
No, for us underestimating that record.
Yeah, I heard that.
But nah,
I'm
shout
going
out
to jump
to
up to
them.
2007 before I go to the third one. This one.
Yeah.
How Do I Breathe? Let's talk about that one right there, but give us a little bit of that one. Mario, Romeo, let's get it.
It feels so different being here. I was so used to being next to you. Life for me is not the same when there's no one to turn to. I don't know why I let it go too far. Starting over, it's so hard. Seems like everywhere I try to go, I keep thinking of you.
Give it up, y'all. Holding it down. Everybody don't come here early in the morning, still sleeping their eyes and just singing like
Yo,
that.
straight
you know
up,
what I'm
it's
saying?
early, man. And
Let's talk about how that
I live
went
all the way on the other side of LA, so I had to wake up at like 5 a.m. Nah,
How
but
Do I Breathe? What was that session like for you, Mario?
How Do I Breathe? So this was my, damn, what album was that? I can't even remember what album that was. I think it was my second album, I want to say, or third. Shout out to Stargate. It was basically, I recorded in New York. And we wrote this record like there was like 2 versions of the record, and we kind of like put 2 versions together. It was more of like a simple session. Half of the song was already written.
Okay.
Stargate was like crazy popping at the time. They still doing their thing, but they were like really holding it down for R&B and like that R&B pop, like where R&B was like kind of trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah.
We were like kind of on top of it and like, you know, riding the wave of like this new wave of R&B and yeah, so
And
it was
made it
just
happen.
we just made it happen. Yeah.
Man, well, let's talk about the next one. First of all, you wrote some of that too, right? How Do I Breathe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, this next one, man, was so huge. Obviously, Neo wrote it for you, and it's a
Yeah.
funny story behind that. Before Neo was an artist, he used to come up when I was working at Power 106 back in the day
Yeah.
on the other side, and he was coming, I'm writing for this artist named Mario. Like, he would name drop
Yeah,
and be
yeah,
there
yeah,
writing
yeah.
the lyrics, and next thing we know, we got Let Me Love You.
Yeah, man.
What
yeah,
that sound
yeah.
like right there?
It's a lot of and I'm gonna sing some of it, but like it's a lot of energy that went into this time period in my life. You know, I was like about to turn 18.
Yeah.
I was still young, but in the game, like touring, doing a lot of it was still new to me. You know, I was still adjusting to being an artist. So I went to Miami. Scott was doing his thing. He had like 3 different houses. We was bouncing back and forth from different
Yeah,
houses.
Scott Stores, that's
Girls was
him.
everywhere. Money was everywhere. It was just popping. Like it was just a party every day. But I will say this. When it came to the music, Scott was in that studio every fucking night. Excuse my French.
Oh, no, you can do
Every
that.
night, grinding and going hard. And like, you know, I really learned, you know, it's like you can live both lives. You can party and do your thing, but keeping the music first is always key. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, that was a good time. And Neil came through, like, I think the second week during this whole writing period. We had different writers come in and out, but he stayed because the vibe was crazy. He had written like 4 or 5 records already, like by the 3rd or 4th day. And when Let Me Love You came, it was so many people that would come in and out. We would play records all day. But when that record came on,
Yeah.
and they played it, everybody went crazy. And I'm like, I don't know what a hit is yet. I mean, I had a few hits already, but I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna be a hit. And I'm just like, yo, let's just record it. Like, fuck it, let's just do it and see what happens. And we go in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I actually recorded in one studio and I didn't like the vibe. I'm like, yo, I want to re-record it in this other studio. So we switched rooms and went to a whole nother house, into a whole other studio. Cause
Another Scott Storage house?
yeah,
Damn, okay.
went to a whole nother studio, and then we recorded the record. Right, the next day we came in to hear it. The engineer, like, he was ghost. Right, he came in. He was like, yo, I lost the files to the record.
Oh.
Like, when I tell you, all the files were gone.
So
Let Me Love You
laid-
that you hear right now was
Yeah.
not. It was a whole other vibe.
Damn.
Yeah, all the files were gone. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just record it again. But everybody else is pissed. Like, I'm just like, yo, let's do it again.
They figured they had captured the magic in that moment.
Right.
But you're like, no, I still got another
Yeah,
one.
like, let's go. But the reason why I feel like this version is better, is because I didn't do as many takes. I did like 3 takes all the way through the record, for the most part. And they just took like the best parts of it. So it felt way more organic than like me going like, all right, line by line, and being like,
Yeah.
I had learned the song by then. I had been listening to it all night. So I knew the lyrics, I knew the melodies. I created my own. I had a different relationship with the record. So when
Yeah.
I went back in and recorded, it was a whole different vibe. So I'm actually happy. Everything happened for a reason. So. Yeah.
And 14 years later, and we still play it right here on KDAY, dog. It still knocks.
Thank you.
Know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, so Mario's going to break us down with a little bit of Let Me Love You. Y'all want to hear some of that right quick up here for studio sessions?
I was here crying out for me. I'm just saying.
I got you, baby. Where she helped us up here in the elevator with her cue. So I didn't even know she worked here. I'm just looking peeping out. I didn't even see the little tag she had on. I was about to. Nah. All right. So I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep it professional. So yeah, I'm gonna go for the second verse.
All right.
Your true beauty's description looks so good that it hurts. You're a dime plus 99 and it's a shame. Don't even know what you're worth. Everywhere you go, they stop and stare, 'cause you bad and it shows. From your head to your toes, out of control. Baby, you know. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I be coming home back to you every night, fucking you right. You're the type of woman to deserve good things. Fist full of diamonds, handful of rings. Baby, you're a star. And I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need.
Come on now. Come on, y'all better give it up. Yo, one of the few cats, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I've seen you on stage, dog. The way you sound on the record, you bring the same thing to the stage.
To be honest with you, it's a little easier when you got beautiful women around.
Yeah,
when you got the ladies and the vibe is right. You got a nice view over here. It's
I'll tell you,
where's JD? Where the guitar player, man? We might just go ahead and just
let's go and do it real quick. Call him on up in here. Let's
one
go.
time.
Because you know the one that brought you up the elevator, Paulina. Which one you wanted to hear?
Oh, crying out for me.
You gotta come over here so I can sing it to you.
That's why I fucks with Mario. He real. He hands on with his.
It's like you caught up in a maze. You keep on going in circles, girl, and you're trying to find your way out. But it's time I put on my cape and put that ass on my chest. Girl, I wanna come and save you, but I'm stuck in the middle of seeing you hurt and knowing you love him. And you wanna make it work, but I can't help but think that I've known you first. It's getting louder, girl, can't ignore it no more. I can hear your heart.
Everyone take your phones out. Crying out for me.
Man.
Hey, man, that's what we do, man. R&B ain't dead, my nigga. We here. Let's go.
It ain't going nowhere. Please believe that.
Yo.
Please believe. And you got the new album, man, the new music, Dancing Shadows. And, of course, I cannot wait. It's going to drop in the fall.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Man, Drowning. Like I said, just to hear that and the falsetto and the range you put in that.
Yeah, man. I just really wanted to, show my fans that I was working and, I got them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, especially today's climate, if you are able and you have the gift to really do R&B and do it in a way where it's like, it's a difference between okay, R&B of today and R&B, when that shit really hit you, you know what I mean? So, I just wanted to let my fans know I got them. That's
you
all.
definitely still bringing it.
So thank y'all for y'all patience and just supporting me and we getting so much love on the single. And I can't wait to just share this music, share Dancing Shadows, share my story, and just inspire. And keep doing great music, man. We need that energy, man. We gotta bring that positive energy back. Creative energy. It don't matter where you from. Do what's in your heart, man. Really go there and don't hold nothing back. I don't care what it is you do. We need that energy out there because there's a lot of opposing, energies that's coming at us all the time.
All the time, especially nowadays.
Crazy.
We're not even gonna go down that road.
We ain't gotta go down that road, right?
Yes,
but what I'm saying is when we are light beings, so when we do things that are from our heart, it evokes and it affects people beyond the physical level, and that's what we need. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Dancing Shadows coming soon. About to turn it up.
You already know what it is, man. Hey, growing up or when you first got into the game, who was one of your favorite rappers, favorite R&B, that motivated Mario?
My favorite rapper, hands down, was Tupac. My mother played Tupac. When he passed away, I remember we were at a gas station. We were getting gas, and my mother was in the middle of the parking lot on the ground crying, going crazy.
Yeah.
She was one of his biggest fans, I have to say. But, just Tupac, Boyz II Men, Joe, Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, of course.
Yeah.
And then we were gonna go a little bit older, Nat King Cole, Stevie Wonder, just everything. I listen to so much. Freddie Mercury, one of my favorites. You know, Prince. You know,
Yeah.
all of these different artists.
But you hear that, 'cause like I said, your range is so big, man.
Thank you, bro.
you could cover any one of them artists if you had to.
Yo, BET, stop playing when y'all be doing those covers at the shows and y'all don't call me. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Y'all need to get him on and have
Call
him
me,
do
man. Like these greats deserve greatness. And I'm not saying there's not a lot of great artists out there, but like, let's go. Let's turn it up.
that. Mario, speaking the truth, man, KDAY Morning Show. But before you go, I love to play this game called Asked Out.
All right, cool.
Now, you back on the road.
It sound fun.
You building this tour. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it, literally. You building this tour, but everybody can't go with you. So, you know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing personal, but who you going to take? I'm going to throw a couple of names at you. Let me know who could be on that lineup with you, all
All
right?
right, bet.
Lauryn Hill or Erykah Badu?
Oh,
Who's on the road with you? Who's asked out?
I'm gonna say Erykah Badu is definitely on the road.
Okay.
I love Lauryn Hill, but I'm gonna say Erykah because I went to one of her shows recently, and yeah, I was just reminded how great she is, and I just love that she's still like very much so like spreading her light like out there through social media and doing what she's doing.
Yeah.
I love Lauryn though, like she's.
Yeah, but Lauren
awesome
gonna show up late. I mean, you know, what I'm saying? she already know she gonna show up late. So don't have
Yo,
to go
you
first.
crazy, bro.
Beyonce and of course, we got to talk about it, man. Jay-Z's boo. You already know. Beyonce and Rihanna. Who's rolling with you? Who's asked out?
See, I would say B, right? But I feel like people ready for a new Rihanna project. You know, she
Okay.
hasn't put out a project in a minute. B been killing it. So let's go with Rihanna.
We
You
got
know what I'm saying?
Rihanna. We got Erykah
Riri.
Badu on the road so far.
Yeah,
Okay.
man, yeah.
Usher and Neo.
See, that's a take. That's a tough one. I mean, Neo's the homie. I already toured with him. We just did a tour in Australia together. So that's done already.
All right.
So I'm gonna say Usher.
You gonna say Usher on that
Yeah,
one?
word.
Okay. I'm gonna throw some 90s hip hop, 2000 hip hop in there.
Yeah.
Let's go Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. They want to just come out, do special guests on one of your records.
Again, I toured with Snoop. Me and Snoop did a tour in Africa together. My first tour in Africa was with Snoop, Pharrell, Sean Paul, and it was one other artist I can't remember, but like, yeah. So I toured with Snoop already, so I'm gonna say Ice Cube, man.
Okay.
I
We need to see your
living
passport.
on the, you know what I'm saying?
Amsterdam, Africa, Australia.
Man,
When you
a lot
home,
of great
Mario?
places, man. Yo, honestly, I travel a lot. Like I'm always on the road, and I love it because like it gives me a chance to kind of like leave the U.S. and come back and
Yeah.
like, you know, it's vibes here.
That's a dope feeling, man. Well, you definitely pass
Bless.
around the Asked Out. You know what I'm saying? We always
Already,
like pushing
man.
buttons,
Already.
having fun. How can they follow you, man? Continue to follow your journey and tell them one more time where they can get that album.
Yeah, the album's coming out late fall. It's entitled Dancing Shadows. Drowning's out right now on all digital platforms. Man, follow me at Mario Worldwide on Instagram. Oh yes, Mario on Twitter. I don't tweet that much, but I do Instagram a lot more. Yeah, Facebook.com/Mario. Yeah.
Okay.
And I got an app coming out too. And I'll promote it on my Instagram. That'll be like, you're gonna get like behind the scenes shit like that you're not gonna see like on Instagram, all of that. It's gonna be
That's
like
dope.
dope. Performance
That's dope.
stuff, real fan interaction.
Okay.
You know what I mean, moments. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's what's up, man. Mario,
Yeah, man.
appreciate you stopping by.
Yo, thanks for having me, bro.
You already know
Appreciate
what it is. KDAY Morning Show. Roman, y'all better give it up for Mario. I ain't never had as many women in the studio with me ever. Thank
Hey
you,
man,
Mario.
listen, anytime you need it, let me know.